So, we come to first. We come to Dove. As you leave what you were doing in your solo time to meet back up with your friends, you meander your way uh, through the Prismari dorm, and as you come to the atrium of this huge sprawling building, uh, you run into Felin.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Philin. Were you curious about the dorms as well?
Well, I have already been to the dorms. I came to visit some people.
Uh, what?
Yes.
No, sorry, I couldn't understand what you were saying. It was mumbling.
Oh, sorry. Uh, Philin was saying that she has already been to the dorms. She just wanted to visit some people.
Oh, I see. Um, yeah, Dev will go and say, oh, yes, I was actually just here to visit some people as well.
Oh, who did you visit?
Uh, Quintilius was who I intended to visit, but I, discovered that Xantha also shares a room with him, so I visited both of them.
Oh, that's lovely.
It was very nice. It was a nice way to spend the free time. I ended up learning quite a few things as well.
Oh, that's good. I don't want to make any assumptions, but Prismari does seem like a very good campus for you.
How so? I'm curious.
You're very artistically and musically inclined. Perhaps not with painting, but I mean, you are an actor, you are a musician. I think it is a good fit for you.
Well, I suppose that was easy to figure out. But yes, who did you come to visit?
I came to inquire after a woman named Rusa, and then I also went to visit a new friend, Amaka. And then afterwards, I actually got to visit with Will, one of the twins that had come to our room
Ah, yes, I
yesterday.
remember.
Yes, I had a lovely conversation with him.
As you guys are sort of walking together and kind of chit-chatting as you go to meet up and find your third half, as it were, you actually turn down a street and come into one of the myriad sort of plazas in this campus, and you actually see Motiva standing with her guitar out and her little trunk out in front of her for money, and you catch her saying something. Hold on, I have to. I'm not gonna say it for you. So here's your cue, Ashton Bones.
Soft Lobotomy is on tour in Cleveland, Ohio. Please come visit us. And she's just gently playing.
It's gonna walk up. You have your trunk out for money.
Eh.
I will throw in 5 silver.
Wow.
What kind of music are you playing?
Motiva is like playing acoustic versions of like heavy songs.
Ooh. Dev will also give a wave, and approach and toss in a gold.
I will add very important context. You might be playing acoustic versions of heavy songs, but you are playing an electric guitar still.
Yeah, I know, but it's a lot.
No, I know. I'm just telling the others because you didn't elaborate that you're playing an electric guitar right now.
Oh yeah, I'm playing my electric guitar, and it is very loud.
Oh, I figured that you were. It's
Okay.
the only guitar I think you had.
Yeah.
Motiva will look up and just. Oh, hi everybody.
Hello.
Did you guys have fun?
Yes. It looks like you are having fun.
Yeah. It took a bit of hard work, and she's gonna take off her strap and she's going to dig through the coins and look at them weird and then put them away. and pack up her stuff and say, "Yeah, I'm a bit exhausted, but I can play my instruments now."
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't expect magic to be so exhausting, but that's like, it's fine.
oh, did you cast?
Yes.
Oh, what did you cast?
Uh, Finger my guitar, cadabra.
That's a very creative name for a spell.
Yeah, it's new. I'm gonna try and get it written down in the biblioplex. I want to mention, Motiva looks sick.
Oh, Phil's gonna kind of look
Motiva,
concerned.
do you need to sit down for a moment? You do look very tired.
Yeah, she just sits.
Sits on the ground.
Yeah, she's just on the ground. She's in the dirt.
No, it's cobblestone actually. Well, actually, hold on. I
Yeah.
gotta look. I always imagined it was cobblestone, but let me look at the campus actually.
Not in a comfy place.
Oh no, yeah, you're just on some dirt.
So, how are you guys doing?
Phelan's gonna sit down on the ground with Motiva, but like with her legs like folded beneath her.
Hmm.
Coward.
She's gonna say, "I am doing well."
Dovey dove dove.
I'm doing fine. I had a lovely conversation during our free time. Were you out here playing this whole time?
No, I had some conversations. She pulls up her fingers and she says, I didn't talk a lot to people, but I hung out with Rowan after the interesting discovery. I met a girl named Amaka. I met a girl named Rubina. I feel like I'm missing someone.
I don't. Yeah, you didn't talk to anybody else, but you did go to an area.
Oh, I also got to see one of the teachers. And I mean just see, I never exchanged words with him. Professor, excuse me. You've met Amaka, Phelan?
Yes, I met her on my first day here. I have actually just come from the dorms to speak with her and Rionia.
I don't know who that is.
That's
Rionia
the
is her.
girl
Oh,
with pink hair that we saw in the gallery at the Biblioplex, right?
yes, those two are roommates. I also got to speak. Oh, what?
No, go ahead.
I also got to speak with a very interesting woman named Rutha. And I also got to have a lovely conversation with Will.
Did you also corner a twin dove?
No, actually, I went to speak with Quintilius. I actually went to the dorm room and uh ended up visiting Xanther as well because they're roommates.
No wonder they see each other as rivals.
Well, Xanther doesn't really, but I think he finds it humorous.
Rivals. You gotta keep up with your friends.
But yes, I mostly just spent the time talking to him, but I did learn about a few locations that may be of interest while we're exploring the other campuses.
Oh,
There was a few here, but there is one location in Silverquill that I would be interested in seeing.
love to hear about it.
Nice. Let me pull up my notes really quick. It's in a place called the Dramarium, over on the Silver Quill campus. Specifically, he said I should go to the Gray Room. He wouldn't really tell me what the Gray Room was, but the Dramarium is a place where people go to practice certain skills using performances and the like sound booths, rehearsal rooms, things like that.
Oh.
Yes, I remember hearing about that from. It's just another girl I met. Did you know there are vampires here?
Yes, it's actually one of the highest populations in the school. There's a union.
Yes, I know. I learned about that from Felisa. She also told me about the Grey Room.
Do you have any more information on the Gray Rooms?
No, she told me about as much as the other one told you.
We just got to be
Interesting.
there to see it.
I'm very curious.
I did also learn that what was it called? There was a place on campus here. Sorry, I'm trying to many things.
No, it's okay.
Many, many things.
Nice.
Oh, also on Prismari campus, there's a place called the Opus Walk. Much like the repository that we went to, it has continuous magic art on display from various alumni.
Yes, Rowan told me about that.
Yes, Rutha told me about that. Some of her mother's work is in there.
Oh,
Oh.
that's amazing.
Hmm.
There was also, I was surprised to hear there was actually an amphitheater here, and it's where the orchestra practices.
Yes, that is where I saw the professor and a student. Did you know that there's an art of persuasion here? It's called rhetoric.
Huh.
It's interesting. It's interesting.
It is interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting to be around there. I will warn you though, it's very loud and quite windy.
Wendy,
It is.
high up.
No, it is windy. The conductor is controlling the wind.
Quintilius
Oh.
did mention that the orchestra was made up of elite spellcasters. That makes sense.
All the better to carry the sound with, I suppose.
I just think it's a part of the experience.
Did you actually know that there are other universities on this world? There's a
It must be.
military academy.
That
Oh?
must be very embarrassing.
I'll
What,
laugh a
what,
bit at
what did
that.
she say? What did Mativa say?
That must be very embarrassing.
Yes, I'm not sure the other reputations of the other schools. All I know is that Strixhaven is the most prestigious university in this world, I would assume. But yes, the military academy is called Rendlestrom.
Brundlestrom.
Rendlestrom.
No, with a U.
What?
Oh.
What?
It's I thought I heard you saying Rindlestrom.
Rundlestrom?
It's Rundlestrom.
A Rendlestrom.
Rundlestrom.
Yeah, it doesn't. Sorry, it doesn't actually matter. Rundle. I'll spell it for you guys. The Rundlestrom. It's kind of like that.
Oh.
Rundlestrom, more like Grundlestrom.
Fucking losers. Wow, you had to go to military school instead of going to Strixhaven. Fucking losers.
Uh,
Go
even
ahead.
when I spoke to Quintilius about it, he didn't really see the point in it. I suppose I don't believe that this world has seen, if not many wars, maybe not even a single one at all.
Wow, must be nice.
Must be very nice.
What were the other places that either of you learned about?
Here, let me look through my notes. I did learn of 2 locations on this campus, and about the observatory and the art house.
I think Amaka mentioned that there was I think she mentioned there was like a music shop where you could buy instruments.
Yes, there are shops around on each campus that are places for students to sell their wares or services. The art house, I believe, would be the one that has some instruments.
Yes, you would know this.
I do know this. Motiva is going to shake her head. I didn't talk to many people besides Rowan. Most of the time I was running around. I did get a good insight into how she thinks, though, and I think it's very interesting. It's very odd to see
Oh,
planeswalkers. I don't know. It's hard to consider myself like that right now.
understandable. I did find out some interesting information, gossip, I suppose, from Rionia, specifically about Professor Onyx as well as the twins.
Oh, wait. Motiva's gonna look around. Are we in a building?
No, I
Or are
imagine
we
you
out
kind.
here a bit?
You were just talk. I imagine you guys are just talking while you're walking around.
Okay. Go ahead.
Apparently, it was a big scandal, I suppose is the closest words.
Oh, yeah, they used the funny little fountain.
Oh, I didn't know anything about the fountain. What?
No, it's not called a fountain.
The snarl.
Snarl.
Yeah, it should have given me a second. But Tifa was gonna get it, but yeah, the snarl.
Sorry. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting that you're exhausted.
Rowan abused the snarl and used a high power electricity lightning spell.
Is that how word got out of them being planeswalkers?
I think.
You don't know that. You just know that that's how she got her scars.
Yeah, no, I think. Do not quote me on this.
But it was a thing that happened.
Yeah, and in fact, if you tell Rowan I told you that, I don't think she'd care, actually. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yes. Yes, it was a last year it was a big thing apparently, because last year is when word got out that Professor Onyx is a planeswalker, and I believe the same for Ron and Will, due to association and whatnot, and something happened that made them have to come forward on it.
Do you think the spark ignited?
That is my assumption.
No, it happened before, probably. This is their second world.
Our spark
Ah,
hasn't ignited though.
Hmm?
true.
Our spark hasn't ignited though, and we're on another world.
They didn't. From what I can tell, they have hopped twice.
Yeah. Rowan essentially told you that their spark ignited and they were sent to another world and then they were brought over here.
Yes, that's sorry.
No, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure that, like, I was just reminding you because I'm here.
No, I know. I rewatched my mini sessions at work today.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Oh, something curious though, and perhaps you will have information on this since you spoke with Rowan. Rowan and Will aren't seen in any of the typical classes in Prismari. Just
Um,
period.
they aren't artsy. They don't do art. They wanted it for the hot and cold.
Ah,
Purely for
I
the
understand.
elemental magics. I see.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I outright asked Rowan if she was into any arts, and she admitted that her and Will just they don't participate in that.
Honestly, Xantha was the same though when I spoke to him. He's not artistically inclined, as he put it. I
Cheerleading's an
mean, I
art.
suppose he does the cheerleading and the sports, but I don't know the reason why he picked Prismari.
Elemental stuff. It's it could also be interest in Motiva's gonna clap her hands. I know what the deans are. I know what they are supposed to title over.
Oh,
It's I think it's perfection and expression.
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, just as a heads up, I was told by Rowan, do not ask them about each other. They actually hate each other.
oh,
Like actually hate each other.
Oh, so there are two deans?
There's 2 deans for every campus.
Oh, all right.
They rule over the type of magic.
the different kinds of mana.
Yes, the red and the blue. Then, uh,
Mm-hmm.
oh well, expression and perfection don't go well together, so I'm not surprised. So it could have been something that he was interested in. Or
It's
maybe
just
he's looking for the long lost pony at the bottom of the lake. We don't know.
the what?
There is no long lost pony at the bottom of the lake. I'm being sarcastic.
Ah, I see. Phil kind of shrug and say, I suppose there are many reasons for wanting to join a particular college outside of just what it is mostly known for.
Even if you join a college, you can apparently do classes across the campus.
Yes, I did know this.
Yeah. I found out about titles. That was fun. I got asked if I wanted to be a boon witch. That was different.
What is a boon witch?
They make charms and such. They cast the spells like where I'm from,
Oh,
like money jars, banishment stuff, probably.
Something interesting, Fullen. If you recall, Amaka mentioned a boon witch visiting her.
I write that down, quick fuckers.
Yeah. Because of the thing on the windowsill.
Oh, that's right. Phil, in that case, would perk up and say, "Oh, Amaka had a boon witch visit her."
Yeah, that was me.
Oh,
I made her a jar because she
oh,
wouldn't
well,
let me pay her.
that is lovely jar, and she's hopeful for it. She's excited.
Oh, thank goodness. Motiva's gonna look to Dove and she's gonna scoot. You can't tell me that Quintilius and Xanther didn't gossip with you. Can't convince me that that didn't happen.
You'll have to be more specific. What do you mean when you say gossip?
You can't convince me that they didn't tell you about bad professors or bad students, annoying little
I
things.
Motiva, I'm not really sure what you're fishing for here, but Xantha did tell me about his tattoo artist. Is that what
What?
you want?
Oh, he has tattoos?
Yes, he does
Yes.
actually. He has them right under his uh text.
Oh.
Tootie.
Goody.
I yes, he actually told me that he got them done here on campus. I have the name of the tattoo artist.
Hmm.
I'm not sure what year she's in or more about her. I just know that she does Mage Tower and that she's Xantha's tattoo artist. But her name is Arlo Wickle.
Oh.
This is not the lore I expected.
I
That's the
know.
lore I needed.
I loved how shocked you guys are like, what?
He
Is
sounds
what?
like he has tattoos.
Yeah.
Tippy tappoo.
Tippy
Tippy
tattoos.
Taboo.
I have a
What's your
reference for whenever you guys see them.
Ooh.
No, hold on. Let's go find Xantha right now.
No, keep talking. You're not talking to any NPCs today.
We're being held hostage. We've done too much.
I mean, we could go over the hour.
I'm cocking your gun. You've been in art school too long. Keep talking. If you run out of things to talk about, I will introduce to you Lorehold campus, but that's the most I'm gonna do today.
That's very fair. We're literally having a game tomorrow. It's like
Exactly. Yeah. So continue to have your chit chats. I hope you guys like knowing that there are tattoo artists here.
I actually love that. Motiva would actually perk up. Do either of you have tattoos?
no, but I could.
That doesn't count.
I do not have any right now. No.
Wow. We could fix that.
I don't I would not be interested in getting a real tattoo on my skin. However, I was interested in approaching her and maybe asking if I could pay for the design so I could use it when changing my appearance.
Oh, that would
Oh.
be a good idea.
Mm-hmm. I think it would be nice to get a tattoo.
It's painful.
Yes, I know.
You think you know, huh? It's like whenever you eat something really spicy. You smell that it's spicy, you're told that it's spicy, you know that it's spicy, but then your guts explode. And you get warnings not to piss yourself on a tattoo artist's chair.
So you have
Here.
tattoos then?
Yes.
What kind of tattoos?
Sexy.
Sexy tattoos?
Yep.
I mean, if you don't want to describe them, that's all right. I was just curious.
Motiva will like try to like move her pants leg up. And she will show a little trail of smoke going up her thigh. Well, more like her calf.
Ooh, so it's a tattoo of just like smoke coming up.
Yeah, Motiva. It doesn't end there though. It's obviously going up still. She
Mhm.
just points and she says, "I'm not stripping in Prismari campus for free." So
That pulls up their hands, just like, oh no, that is not what I asked.
Philin is gonna look to Motif and say, I've had a tattoo before, I just haven't had one in this life.
where was it?
She's gonna pat her back.
Braver than any U.S. Marine.
What are those?
I'm saying you're tough as shit,
Oh, thank you.
but you were in a past life. Now you got to do it again.
Yes, I would like to. tattoo is very lovely, though.
Thanks. I have more, but I'm tired.
Yes. Are you sure you don't want to perhaps rest up a bit before we continue on with our adventures? Don't I just
If
sit here for like an hour?
Motiva looks to her non-existent watch. If I rest, I will sleep a full 8 hours. I will not get up.
Ah,
What time of day is it? Actually, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Dove is going to move their hands around a little bit and speak a few words to cast prestidigitation, specifically to check what time it is. God.
Okay, do you want to describe
Oh.
that?
Describe what?
Does it look a particular way?
I don't know. I haven't decided.
Okay. Do you want me to describe something, or do you want to think of something real quick?
You can describe something. If I change my mind, I can easily just reflavor it later.
100%. So, you go to do the somatic for prestidigitation, and as you sort of do a flick of the wrist, it almost seems to give a small line of arcane energy that's dark. And with it, it has a matching shadow in this sort of circular shape on above your wrist. And you would know that it is about noon. A little bit before noon, but it's about noon.
Okay. Dove will just speak up and say, well, I think hopefully it shouldn't take too long to finish the campus tour, but as soon as we're done, we can go back to the dorm room and rest. We do have our first day tomorrow.
yes. Oh, tomorrow.
Haha, yeah.
Phil is going to look to Dove and Motiva and says, "Would you both like to join me for a feast?"
What?
What?
It is Harvest Close Festival tomorrow. For where I'm from.
What? Is this about your holiday that you marked down?
Yes.
It's tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
First day of class tomorrow. Yes, it is.
Yes, I have been told that tomorrow will mainly just be many lectures, and we can get off at around 2 to 4 p.m. And I was hoping to go to Depot's End, and I would like to get catering, but in the event that they don't do catering, just having a big feast there.
So, this festival, is it generally about having a big feast with loved ones, family, community, the like that?
Yes, there is also typically in the city there's some street games and whatnot, but obviously we cannot do that here. And the feast is the most important, in my opinion.
That's lovely. I have a similar festival to that.
Huh.
Well, I
When
would
is
love to
your festival?
accompany you for this.
Oh, thank you. Yes, and I of course will pay for the food because I want it to be a proper Harvest Close feast, not just the single free meal that we get.
Oh, it's a harvest day?
Yes, it is. It is Harvest Close.
Oh.
Because it was fall time.
Motiva's gonna open her phone. In about a month and a half, I have to go to a festival.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Halloween.
what is Halloween?
Oh, God.
There you go, besties. We love explaining holidays.
Motiva shakes her hand and says, No, 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 no. Dove tried to talk about their festival first. tell me about your eating festival, though.
Oh, I was just saying that it was a similar festival. If you want to talk about yours, you can.
No, 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 no. Tell me about your eating festival.
I love
I want
calling
to
it an
hear.
eating festival. That's so funny. That's what a lot of holidays are. Day of eat.
Day of
Um,
Munch.
well, specifically, it's celebrated in Sean, the city that I lived in, but it's called Boldre's Feast. Um, it's basically gatherings across the city. It's a celebration of community. Um, the wealthy compete to throw the grandest parties during it, but um, for me and mine, it was a much smaller thing essentially, but it's one of the more important ones to me, just because of the god that oversees it. But for the wealthy, it's just about throwing grand parties, and the most generous among them uh, are talked about for the rest of the year, essentially.
Oh, how lovely.
It never really affected me very much, but I liked it for the community aspect and the gatherings.
No, I can
That
believe
sounds
that.
lovely.
Who's the god involved?
Boldre.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I have to pull up the stuff.
That's so
Wait,
fair, bestie.
how do you spell it, by the way? How do you spell the name?
um, let
It's
me.
Boldrei.
Yep.
Boldre.
Yeah.
I have to look at it enough on the calendar.
Yes, Boldre is the sovereign of Hall and Hoth. She basically guides and protects communities and families, uh, inspiring people to work together for the common good. Um, I like to think that she has a special role in my life.
Aw, because you're merry and homely.
Um, Something like that, I suppose.
Motiva's going to look to Phelan. Is there a god involved in your festival?
Uh, in the sense that the god is involved in all things in Rosana, yes.
Is it the Luxon thing?
Yes.
I, I'm
Though it is not official.
sorry. I don't know the
It's
pronouns of the Luxon.
the Luxon is seen as a genderless being, so we typically refer to them with they them.
Ah,
Mhm.
do you
It
feed the sun?
huh?
Do you feed the sun?
No.
Oh,
It is simply Harvest Close Festival is mainly just a marking of a seasonal shift, if you will, particularly with our agriculture.
yeah, yeah. Agriculture's a really big celebration to have.
Mhm. Ours is a bit different from most places on Wildmounts. A lot of our produce is grown underground. We do not have uh, much sun.
Oh, so like potatoes
Yes.
and okay. I thought you meant I was a bit silly and I was gonna say, well, most things are technically underground, and then I remembered trees.
Yes, that's why the I was very interested to try the fruit uh, bouquet that you gave. They were very delicious.
Oh yeah, fruit are. I don't want to say delicacies because they're pretty cheap to get now, but they used to be expensive.
Mhm. They are a bit harder to come by in Rosana more specifically, uh, but there are other parts of Jorhaus that can grow them.
Motiva is going to look to Dove. You seem to like the strawberry a lot. Do you get a lot of strawberries in Shard?
Um, it depends. I was able to have a um easier time of it whenever I had the money or wanted them essentially. The market that was closest to me, at least, hold on, because I think it was the one. Sorry, hold on. Sorry, there's always a lot every time I look it up.
You are A-okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, we're just straight vibing. Don't worry.
Yeah. Oh, I should turn on my light box. There you go.
Ah,
Yes. Tavik's market that was in my district, essentially, it was known best for the farmers that brought in their produce and goods brought in from the surrounding countryside, as well as somebody that I cared very much for. They actually made me strawberry jam.
oh, is it a person you care for?
Um, yes.
Mhm.
Uh,
Ooh,
she was a very close friend of mine as well.
ooh,
Oh, that's very
ooh.
sweet. Both literally and figuratively.
Oh, you're right.
Mhm. Oh, what is this Halloween though that you mentioned?
Shit.
Can't get out of it,
I thought I
motherfucker.
forgot.
Motiva is going to. So for history's sake, it is a festival meant to celebrate the harvest. It is classically also known as Samhain or All Hallows Eve, and it has a million other names. But you dress up as ghouls and monsters and anything unsightly, and you try to trick spirits into not bothering you for the day while you go crazy and eat while the veil is thin.
Oh.
But that was back then, and now it's an excuse for kids to harass rich neighborhoods for full chocolate bars and for me to get money. My family does still celebrate it in somewhat traditional ways, but it isn't what it used to be.
It sounds not the same, but we do have a somewhat similar holiday.
I can believe it.
We dress up and decorate and have festivities to mark our victories over the demons of the Umbral Gate.
Well, that is an achievement that you are definitely allowed to celebrate.
Thank you. We are still fighting them, but the, the
Well,
big the big breakouts, we won that. That is the important part.
Motiva's
Oh.
gonna pop up. Yeah, so this is gonna sound awkward. So you said that there wasn't really any wars in Arcavius, as far as you can tell. Yeah.
As far as I could tell, yes. I believe so.
You guys aren't from like countries without wars and stuff, right? We all got baggage in our homes.
Much baggage and a very fresh wound, yes.
Yeah.
We very recently came to a. I hesitate to call it peace, so that's what they've been calling it, but we are not actively at each other's throats.
Same. Yeah. Uh, Motiva looks to Dove.
Um, yes, I would say that we're at the similar situation that you spoke of.
Okay. I don't want to say I won't relate with a place that doesn't have war. because that sounds a lot more pleasant. But I find it a bit hard to believe.
I just hope it's true.
Well, I did say that we were rats in a cage. Maybe we all are. Or maybe there were right now, and we just don't know.
Like a secret war.
There's a lot of those where I'm from, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes.
Good talk, kids.
Love.
Yes?
This is completely unrelated to what we've been talking about, but I have a curiosity that I would like to ask you about.
All right, so what is it?
I overheard you wanting to become a teacher, to get into teaching.
Oh, yes, that's correct.
I wanted to ask what it is you would like to teach.
That's a more complex question, I suppose. I suppose I could already count myself as a teacher. I've already had experience before I came here, but I'm just wanting to expand my horizons. I don't know what major or minor I'll want to go into, but I at least have the goal of whatever I go into, I want to be sure I can go back home and have a lot more to teach to the children.
Like it's a big smile. She says, "That is delightful."
Yes, this is all still new to me, so I'm not quite sure yet. I didn't really think about it when I received the letter, but yes, I would very much like to go back home and be more learned, you could call it.
You're going to bring home an entirely new magic.
Possibly, yes.
Oh yes, I'm very excited about bringing back the things I learned here back to my home. There are so many new concepts already.
Like what? Or is it just the color magic thing?
The color magic, but also your little the rectangle that has the fun game on it.
Yeah, you did that. I remember that.
Motiva's gonna look over and say, "Do you want to play more of it?"
I would love to.
Okay, you
Turning
can play it
Phelan
for like.
into a gamer girl, I don't appreciate
Felin standing next to Motif and looking up. You got games on your phone?
Motiva will pass it over and will say, "You can play for like 30 minutes."
Flynn's gonna. Can't do it. I'm gonna have to double check what spells. Okay, yeah. Flynn's gonna cast a quick mage hand to hold up her parasol for her while she uses her hands to play on the phone.
I love that so much. That's literally such a cute concept. I love that. I'm gonna pause really quick because I have to pee, but I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. You can commence talking.
I'm fine. I don't. Y'all got anything to say?
Hmm?
Do y'all have anything to say?
Let me.
Again, we still have a bit of time until 10, so I could again introduce Lorehold in this session, but I do like giving you guys a chance to really like talk through things and get an idea of character stuff.
No, I 100% appreciate this.
Yeah. Oh, Flynn would actually speak up real quick. She's gonna say, "Did you know that the shop in the Biblioplex has magic books?"
No.
Yes.
I am very interested in seeing them. If either of you would like to accompany me with that later. Because I had no idea that they just sold them off of the shelves.
Are they possessed? How's it a magic book?
Uh,
What makes it
not-
important? Why should I care?
to my understanding, it is information on the different sort of types of mana for each college, I believe? Question mark.
They were on each college.
Okay, yeah.
Well, they do have magic books, but also, Motiva, you may find this of interest. They also have spell scrolls there, and they also have a bottle of boundless coffee that you can buy. Um, the person who ran the store was actually very sweet and even offered to let me sample.
I don't know what a spell scroll is.
I didn't
Uh,
know
like
they had
the
those.
the magic. It
mm,
basically has a spell on it. That you can use the scroll to cast the magic on it.
oh,
Yes. You can also, if you have the ability and tools to do so, transcribe the spell that is on scroll into your own spellbook, should you have one.
Mativa looks at her music journal.
It is a music journal. You're looking at it.
I don't got a spell book. It sounds sick though.
Yes, but Phelan, I would love to go with you again later. I'd love to take another look at the items.
Oh, delightful.
Tell me if they have a broomstick.
Um, the student store doesn't, but you can rent it from the student resources.
Oh, sorry. My mom told me I'm not allowed to make deals.
But no, it's you rent it.
Yeah, that's making a deal.
Does your mother believe we are fae of some kind? Or a devil?
Oh, no, Mama always told me, don't try and do things you don't think you can keep up with, and I don't know if I could keep up with how much it would cost to rent a magic item. I don't want to imagine how expensive that is.
It
I
depends on the item. It is a weekly bill. For the broom of flying, I think it was a weekly bill of 12 gold pieces.
That is incredibly affordable.
It is
Much cheaper.
considering the full price of it.
Yes. I might have to stop by and take a look.
I
Were
also
we
really
thinking-
I really like Motiva saying this, and the other two are like, "What? No, that's not weird." Me having signed a deal with the devil, rent a center multiple times in my life. Yeah, yeah. Very, very modern American core.
Yeah, Motiva just shakes her head and she says, "No, no, no. Renting isn't a good idea for somebody like me. I don't got credit."
That's very fair. I believe you can also buy it for the full price. Should you want to save up money, if you didn't want to rent it.
Yes.
Do they just have an unlimited amount of coffee filter things?
I believe they had a few of the bottles of boundless coffee, but the student resources had an interesting selection of magic items. They had some weapons, shields, and the like, um, illusion cards, gauntlets that make you strong, wind fans, things like that. Just miscellaneous magic items that sound fun. Uh, the student store was more of like college apparel, a few magic items, but nothing like what the student resources had.
Oh, like merch and stuff for the school.
Essentially, yes.
Oh, I have been told that if we are to buy merchandise from the biblio shop to just get the regular strict stuff that just has the star on it rather than any college specific things, because we will get those for free when we join a college next year.
Oh, I had heard that the star was the first year symbol, but I didn't know about that.
Have you guys gotten kinned by people yet?
Kind?
Nope, I wouldn't know that. Never mind.
You wouldn't know. You don't know what kinning is.
Shit, it was so natural for me to say it. I didn't even think. Mativa rolls her wrist. Has anybody looked at you and just assumed what college you were going to go to?
Oh, Phelan told me that I could be in Prismari.
Yes, and I've been told after saying that I had interest in Quandrix that it seemed a good fit. Though I have been told that I do not give off a nerdy vibe, which is new for me, and I like that.
You do not give off a nerdy vibe? Or
Yes,
that you do?
that I do not.
What? Who told you that?
Rionia, I am cool. She does like a little like motion with her hands.
Motiva shakes her head and she says, "No, Philin, being nerdy is cool."
Helen just gets like a look on her face like she's reevaluating something.
Motiva like rubs her head against her hands against her head. Where I'm from, I'm gonna warn you right now, you would be getting so much ass just because you're so smart.
Well,
People
I mean,
love engineers and shit where I'm from. You would be getting so much ass. I mean, Dove would be too, but Dove is just handsome.
Oh,
it's true. He
Motiva,
is
you
very
think
handsome.
so?
Yes.
Stop! You're both flattering me.
Oh, no need to be humble here. We're in
and
Prismari.
true. And do not get me wrong. Intelligence is highly valued in Rosona. It is more so just I have always been teased by my siblings and other den members that I am a very nerdy individual.
Uh, Dove will place a hand on Phelan's shoulder and just say, "Well, I'm not exactly sure what Rionia was trying to say, but I think she might have just been trying to say that she likes her company, perhaps. I don't think she meant
Ooh.
anything negative by it."
Yes, I don't think she meant anything negative. I take it as a very big compliment.
Or
Rionia is
she's trying,
very cool.
or she's trying to get you to join her college.
She didn't say anything about joining Prismani, but she did talk about the gymnastics club, which she is in. And
See?
also to advertise, I suppose, the art house, which she works at.
I got amazing news for you, Philin.
Mhm.
You're getting played.
Played?
She is perhaps not using you, but she is trying to entice you into doing stuff for her for free.
I I think there has been a misunderstanding.
Mm-hmm.
She's not getting me to do any kind of work or promotion for her or anything like that.
She asked you to advertise for the gymnastics club.
No?
Is that what you said?
No, Philin said that she advertised the gymnastics clubs as Rionia was a part of it.
Oh.
So it's like the gymnastics club is cool because I'm in it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
You said that, and
It's
I was
okay,
like,
it's okay.
"That's a really big reach, Motiva."
Can we retcon that I said that?
Yeah, I can't cut it out
Retcon,
because I
retcon.
don't have any video editing software. But don't worry, we can take away that you
Rewind,
said
rewind. Yeah. But yeah. Rionia is cool.
She's cool.
Yes.
Wait, Dove, say it with your accent.
What, cool?
No, you gotta say cool.
Cool.
Cool?
I love this fucking group.
it.
I love your ooh.
Ooh.
Cool.
God, question for you. I
Yeah.
know that Xanther is in the gymnastics club,
Yeah, you do.
right?
The intramural gymnastics club.
Oh, Phelan, Xanther's also in the gymnastics club.
Oh yes, Rionia told me about that. We shared a common agreement that he is very cute.
Oh, you're talking about boys with her already.
Ooh.
Who else did you say was cute on campus?
Yes, I need to know. I harassed Dove about gossip, but I need to get to you too.
I was gonna bring up, if you guys run out of things to do, you literally can gossip about character info that you know, and that sounds really fun.
Little think for a moment. I don't think we talked about anyone else being cute.
No, it was specifically in context of the gymnastics club.
Yeah.
Because
So
it was
Flynn will just kind of
specifically, if you recall, it was
Yeah.
specifically a pro to joining the gymnastics club that he's cute.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Philin will shrug and say, we didn't really talk much more about who was cute beyond that. But there are many people on campus, I must admit, that are very, and she kind of coughs a bit, attractive.
Oh. No, please share. Please
I'm
share.
getting comfortable. Please talk about this. I would love an in-character conversation about this.
Flynn gets a little blush on her face. She says, well, there are many people that are generally pleasing to the eye. But I must say, after having sat down and had a conversation with him, Will is indeed very cute.
He's a dweeb.
Yes, we got along because of that, actually.
Oh my god.
I talked with him for a long time about his prosthetic and the magic he uses to run it. It's really quite fascinating, actually. And she goes to info dump.
Yeah. Philin starts info dumping to you guys the concept of heat redistribution and etheric manipulation.
Motiva's gonna cut in and say, oh, also, just before you get comfy thinking he's cool for all that magic stuff, I was also told by Rowan he chose that specifically, even though it's the worst prosthetic he could have chosen ever.
Yes, he told me that he chose it specifically to help him practice more, which, to be honest, I did find pretty impressive. He kind of gets quiet and the blush kind of gets a bit stronger.
Wow.
Phelan, it's nothing to be ashamed of. If you're embarrassed, we don't have to talk about this further.
No, I want to drag her.
Motiva, don't pressure her.
Evelyn kind of shakes her head and pats her face. Oh, sorry, I just kicked a mouse.
What?
Oh, a mouse! A mouse!
Not a real one. Not a real one. Not a real one.
I got so scared. I was
casual.
like, why are you so casual? Okay, that makes more sense.
That makes
Jesus.
sense. That's fine. That's whatever.
I realized too late what that sounded like.
Yeah, sorry, I just brutalized a rodent.
Anyways, continue, Philin.
Yeah, so she's gonna pat her face and whatnot, and kind of collect herself, and she'll say, no, it's fine, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did you want me to go on?
I'm sure you do think he's fine. I'm sure you do think it's fine, huh?
Yes.
Oh, wait. Motiva lifts a finger and she says, Philin, I can't really give you any lip. She holds out her hand and she takes Philin. I'm very sorry that I dragged on you. Motiva looks directly into the soulless eyes of Dove. Didn't you say you only talked to Xanther and Quintilius?
I'm well aware of who I find attractive on this campus, Motiva.
Yeah!
They are both very handsome.
Yeah!
Please tell me, the amount of people that you have seen on this campus who were not attractive since we've walked in.
They got a point, though.
I can think of something that I saw that wasn't attractive.
Oh?
Motiva gives a small smile and she says, have you guys seen the pests?
The what?
The pests.
The pests?
Me and Rowan bonded over that. They're the ugliest little fucking things I've ever seen. And can I spoil what they look like?
You have minor illusion. You could make one.
Yeah, Motiva's gonna just slap a minor illusion on her hand.
I'm
And
gonna
she's
show you guys what pests look like, because they look
she's gonna
fucked
point and she's
up.
gonna say, they're so fucking ugly. They are the ugliest little bastards I've ever seen. And apparently the Witherbloom students use it for their magic, and that's cool because it stops them from hurting themselves. But also, it comes at the cost of being the ugliest little mascot I've
go.
ever seen.
They look like this.
Philin is actually gonna look at them and kind of like
Don't.
hold her hands together and say, "Oh."
Oh, oh.
Little
Motiva
worms.
pushes it closer to Dove. Do you think it's cute?
Not particularly.
But what if it was actually Quintilius as a frog prince, and oh, he needed a kiss?
Then I guess he could just stay as a frog.
Oh,
Get his ass. Get his ass.
And she's go, "Oh no, they're cute. What are you talking about?"
I think that your siblings are right. You're a bit of a dweeb.
But Tifa, you're not very nice.
I say this with all the love in my heart. I have many siblings. One of them is also just a straight up nerd. And I can
One
say
shrugs.
with absolute certainty, these are the ugliest little bastards I've ever seen. Do you know they just grow them in huts? There's just little homes dedicated to growing giant egg sacs full of them.
Oh, like little nurseries.
They can sick on you. They can kill you. These little bastards could kill you.
That's less cute, but they do
Little-
remind me of some of the creatures in the underground caverns of Cortranes.
I love that. The little illusion of the pest fucking goes to start chittering its toothy maw.
Motiva just looks at it and she says, "It might grow on me." Oh, I got Kinda as a Witherbloom kid. Apparently, the magic I was using with Amaka is the Boon Witch stuff. She immediately just said that I'll do well in Witherbloom. It was very embarrassing.
How do you
Well,
feel
you do
about
wear their
the
colors.
though?
I'm kind of realizing now that I'm walking around, I kind of just look like a very intense hopeful for joining Witherbloom.
Oh yeah, you do.
Your hair is the colors of it.
No, it was for a concert. I did not do this on purpose. It was an accident.
Oh, I was not saying that
Oh.
you did it on purpose. I was just saying that I could see where the mistake would come in.
And side note, for an accident, it looks very well done.
No, it was for a concert. It was an accident that it matches up with the circumstance.
Coincidence, you mean, not
I see.
accident.
Coincidence.
I understand now.
Yes.
Well, still, it looks very good.
Thanks. I did it myself.
Oh.
I don't trust a hairstylist within 10 feet of me.
Fair.
Motiva's gonna... She's gonna be evil to this little illusion pest. She's gonna wave her hand around.
It starts convulsing and it rolls up into a ball.
Oh no!
I poof it.
It's gone.
I'm excited to see one in person.
No, you're not.
I want you to see one so bad. I love pests. They're so fucking weird.
Someone's gonna look to Motiva and tilt her head and say, You do not decide if I am excited for something. Unless you... Nah.
Oh? Unless I what?
I was about to say unless you intend on using enchantment magics, but I'm not entirely sure what magics you have.
I don't know what you just said to me.
Okay, so, and Phil's gonna start info dumping again, this time about enchantment magic.
Yeah, we love when you info dump.
Yeah, no, Motiva's gonna just look and just say, I know I can put cinnamon in a bowl and boil it, and it makes the house smell nice, and I get amazing dreams.
Ooh.
It's not cinnamon for that.
I have a few enchantment magics, but not in the way that you would think.
Oh, what do you have?
What is that supposed to mean?
I have vicious mockery. Let's see what else. Heroism and sleep.
Ah,
I don't have anything like charm person on the like.
You could have been putting me to sleep this entire time.
I was not aware that you wanted the aid.
Ooh, I'd love to see you break the rules, Dove. Motiva is just like smarmy.
Well, you can dream about that later, but for now, we're in the middle of a crowded campus. No, thank you.
But what's life without risk? Feel a rush of adrenaline as you get tackled by 5 different professors.
that is not ideal. Perhaps
I,
later in the year when you've established some trust.
I don't know if trust saves us from casting spells on each other.
What if we're in the privacy of our dorm room? Though they could. No, they wouldn't do that. That would be weird. They wouldn't have scrying magic in the dorms. That would be creepy.
That would be so creepy.
Yeah.
That would be something worth selling.
But kind of hot. They're hot teachers. Don't at me.
Can't wait to meet them.
The teacher I saw was very pretty. He
You've
is
seen
very handsome.
You've seen 2 hot teachers, Motiva.
I know, but I don't know if Nim counts as a teacher just yet.
Oh. Philin is actually going to kind of perk up a bit, and she's going to point to Motiva and say, "Who do you find attractive?"
Ah, can't escape.
Mativa. With a hand to her chest. She just. I don't know. I could just quote and parrot what Dove said, that nobody here has been unattractive.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I think she covers her mouth and she says, I think that Mina is very beautiful. She's very well spoken and she seems like a pretty genuine person. The 2 people in the LARPing club, I think, are very nice. Nim was very nice to me, and I think that they're very pretty.
Who?
Nim. They are a student teacher in the witch's hut.
They're a
They're
teacher's
the one
aide,
that
not
made
a
my
student
medicine.
teacher.
Okay, excuse me.
Your
Nim has already
medicine?
graduated, bestie.
Yeah, Nim is a graduated teacher's aide, and yes, they are the one that made my medicine.
Flynn's gonna like make a face for a second before, like, she realizes, like, oh, okay, all right, yes, okay, all right, I
What
understand
was
now.
that? No, what was that face?
There is someone back home who is very important to me, who is also named Nim. I believe someone else had also mentioned the name here, and it would be very confusing.
What's wrong? Is it just confusing?
Just in the sense of hearing people saying a name that you so strongly associate with one person, but really they're talking about someone else.
Why was somebody talking about Nim? Did they fucking ruin my drugs?
I think they were just mentioning the doctor there.
It was specifically when you were talking about giving blood for the Union.
Yes, there we go. I heard it from Felisa. So Philin will just share that. I just heard about them through Felisa when she was talking about the blood drive.
Oh, I've already given blood.
Oh, delightful.
Yeah, I'll probably see if I can give some more again whenever we go to Wither Bloom. And I'll wrangle you both into it too. It sounds like
Yes,
they really need it.
yes, I was planning to, so I think this would be a worked opportunity.
Motiva's gonna look to Dove. See, you can't. No, actually, Motiva's gonna look to Phelan. You can't embarrass me because you don't know half of the people that I talked about.
What?
You can't embarrass me.
Well,
No
I
offense.
did not want to embarrass you.
I want to embarrass my friends though, so.
Fair enough.
Ooh, Motiva puts her hand to her mouth. What do we feel about Ashawn? I heard you cackle, witch.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was just very funny.
fucking cackle.
I love listening in on you just gossiping to each other. I think this is so fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, even aside from looks, which I do think he is very attractive still, I would really like to get to know him better. I would like to be friends with him.
Yes, I am in agreement. It is very nice of him to get those books for us.
Yes.
He also seemed to enjoy breakfast with us just fine.
Yes. Our end goal for the year will be Ashawn will like us. I've decided.
Perhaps a
Go
good goal
ahead.
to have. Perhaps we could
Seems
make
like
it a ritual, getting breakfast together.
I think that would be lovely. I do also think he does already like us.
Mhm.
I think he just comes off a certain way, but I think he already likes us.
Oh, that's lovely.
Have you thought about sparring with him, Motiva?
I'd love to do it whenever I'm not dying. I was
Oh,
actually
yeah.
going to tell him tomorrow I would love to do it, but I don't have a weapon. And I'm very tired.
Mhm.
Oh, wait. Motiva looks and she says, "You said you have a rapier."
Me?
You.
Yes.
Can I see it?
I have it back at the dorm. I don't think I had to carry it with me around here.
No, that's fine. If it's possible, could I use it during the duel of the century?
Yes, of course.
I wonder if we'll have any classes with him.
I think all of us have classes together.
Well, that'll be nice.
We can force him to sit next to us, like real roommates. Oh, what do we feel about the other planeswalkers, by the way?
Feelings
Uh,
and attractiveness? Are we talking about something else now?
I wouldn't still mind talking about how pretty people are.
I think everyone is very pretty. I do. I'm very curious about each of them.
Make sure you don't blow their heads up
What?
with questions.
Oh, yes. This is.
Or at least take them to dinner first.
Yep. Do you think I could invite them to the feast?
Uh-huh.
To the Harvest Close feast? Do you think I could
Probably.
invite them?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, that would be delightful. I'll ask around. I might not be able to spend as much money if I'm feeding a lot of people, but it would be nice.
I think the company is the more important part. It doesn't matter how much food you have as long as you have people to enjoy it with.
Yes. I'll be sure to ask them whenever we get back to the dorms.
Motiva will whisper, I got some money whenever I was doing this, so I wouldn't mind helping.
Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you.
Yes, I would also still be willing to help.
Oh, thank you both.
Party's first holiday.
And this for holiday. Philin will. I know Philin has been talking a lot this whole time, but I like to imagine she was multitasking, also playing Stardew on the phone.
Oh yeah.
So she's gonna give the phone back and kind of stand up and brush off her skirt and say, "Would you both like to move on to the next college?"
I wouldn't mind that. Dove,
That's fine with me. Yes.
can somebody help me out?
Oh yes.
Oop.
Help you with what?
Helping with you to
Motiva
get up.
asks- Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me get the change of music if you guys are interested, because describing colleges is fun.
I want to see college. The only colleges I'm interested in.
It's true. Okay,
Magic.
so we're gonna go to I believe Lorehold was the next stop you wanted to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
The list I made was Lorehold, Quandrix, Witherbloom, and Silverquill.
Okay, we're probably only
I
gonna be
think
able
we're-
to do Lorehold. Sorry, what's up?
Yeah,
That's
we're
okay.
not going to multiple. We're just going to this one to start off the next game with.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Well, yeah, I also can just stop it here if you'd rather like not, because like the way I was understanding it is that you guys are just going for like vibes and not necessarily to like scour the campuses. So I was gonna take you to a campus, give you the map, describe some of the buildings, maybe have like a single like NPC you see, and then go to the next one. So we can technically do lore holds right now where I get you in, describe it, give you the map, maybe describe an NPC, and then stop it right there, or we can stop it now. I don't want to just give you the description and then stop the game. I would rather just do it all in one chunk, so we can do either or.
I wouldn't mind getting Lorehold out of the way so that the next session we might be able to start with classes.
Well, the next session we'd still have to do the other ones.
No, I know, but we probably get a
okay.
head start in doing
Makes sense.
classes.
I wanna make sure that everybody wants to do that though, or we can stop it here.
I'm down.
they can do that then. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so let me get the music.
I just want to hear Lorehold's music. I really like the music that you've chosen for individual campuses.
Thank you. I try really hard. Some of them aren't exactly what I want, but it makes sense whenever you have to make sure it's royalty free. Okay, so you guys all go. As your conversation finishes up, you finally get to the teleportation room. And you go up to Hushmal and say you want to go to Lorehold, and you all teleport in. and we're going to go over to the Lorehold background. You teleport in, and it's the same situation as it has been every time you do the teleportation room. The room is set up the exact same way, with Hashmal and the upraised platform and students coming and going, the etchings on the ground. But this time, you go from the lavishly decorated Prismari campus to a rough-hewn and sparsely decorated teleportation room. And as you go to walk out, you see an awe-inspiring and maybe even a jaw-dropping sight. As you see, the first thing you notice is the path in front of you, which is a long bridge. And next you notice what the bridge is over, which is a gaping 100-foot chasm. As you look across the bridge, you see not only half unearthed buildings with glowing lights and students walking about, huge looming humanoid statues decorating this bridge. You also see the edges of the chasm below you, smattered also with caves and unearthed buildings and rickety wooden bridges and paths along the side, so you can climb back up from beneath. And I will give you the map and some pictures.
What the fuck?
Lorehold
Like, I
is really
knew-
cool.
I knew it was like a sort of like underground thing, but holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
This reminds me of
Oh,
your
this
home.
music though. Oh, sorry, what?
Oh, Dove just takes in the view and just goes, "Oh, this reminds me of Sean."
What the fuck is wrong with Sharn?
Here's the map.
What the fuck?
I mean it. It's very cool.
I
Lorehold.
love that.
Holy fuck.
Here is the picture that's the background.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna die here.
No.
Cool.
I might have another picture. Give me just 1 second. I want to check to see if I have it. I like giving multiple pictures for the campuses if I have them, so give me just 1 second.
We're gonna fucking die here. Hello?
After Dove says that it reminds me of Sharn, Philin is gonna look around and say, reminds me a little bit of Guadranas, actually.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Stop.
So you guys are here, and you see this place. And give me just 1 second. I want Motiva to roll me a perception check.
Where's my perception? That is plus distracted, so 15.
Delightful. Plus distracted. That's delightful. Okay. So, wait, no, you're medicated today.
Oh, that's right.
So I think it just is a +1.
Yeah.
Okay, then it would be 11. That's still enough to beat it though, so that's fine. As you guys are kind of taking this in, either in awe of the sheer drop in front of you, or in fear. I can't really speak to how your characters feel about heights. You, Motiva, glance over the bridge and you see along the chasm on the side that you're on a familiar figure of a gnome with bright red hair sprinting across a rickety wooden bridge between levels.
Motiva's gonna call out, Rosie!
Ah,
What are
ah!
you doing?
You see Rosie skids to a stop, the bridge shaking and teetering. As she does it, looks up, makes a noise of exclamation, and points at you.
I point back.
And you see she about faces, runs back to the edge, and starts climbing up the cliff face towards you guys.
Oh my god.
Oh, Rosie, that's the one in the lobby club, isn't it?
Oh my god, she's insane. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
As you guys are kind of taking this in, you see her crest the cliff and stand up and point. You.
Me.
What are you doing on my turf?
Exploring to see if it's worth it.
It's pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie.
God, is she in a gnome? Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, she is
I
a gnome.
mentioned that it was a gnome. She is 3 feet tall.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Motiva's going to like smack her head. And I'm so sorry. Motiva's going to say, "Hello, Rosie. These are my roommates."
You see her go to look rapidly between both of you, and then she gets up close and she's like, "Let me get a look at you." And she looks at y'all with like a really intense expression as she kind of like looks you both over.
Dove just smiles very warmly at her.
Waves.
Let me see your handshake.
Oh, okay. Flynn will go to shake her hand.
What kind of handshake does Fullen give?
I don't want to call it a strong handshake, but it is very like
Firm.
Firm?
what?
Firm?
Yeah, there you go. Firm.
Okay. Alright, I respect it. She holds out her hand to Dove.
Dove, can I tell that she's trying to, like, size us up? I feel like it's pretty obvious, but, like...
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. If you want to impress her, then it makes sense. You have enough forethought to do that.
Can I, change to take on her exact appearance, and then I'll go to shake her hand?
Dove is a changeling.
And Rosie is just smiling right back at herself.
Flynn claps.
You see as you go to shake her hand, she's kind of like surprised, but she starts like turning over like essentially her own hand in her grasp, and like pinches at the skin on top of the hand, you know, not super hard, but like because you can tell you as a changeling, I think you can tell when people are trying to suss out an illusion that isn't there.
Yeah, it already happened to me since I've been here, but like Dove just lets that happen. And goes ahead and also says, has it been long enough that I could talk as her, or no?
It would have to be a full minute.
I don't think so. Okay.
I don't think so either. I have a really bad sense of time, but I think it hasn't been quite enough yet.
That's okay. I just wanted to check. Dove will just say, if you want to, you can check the head too. It's real, trust me.
My TV roommates are really cool.
Yeah, I think they're really cool too. I have another roommate too, but he's too cool for us.
You see, Rosie says, more like not cool enough for you. So anyway, kid. What's your name, kid? My name's Rosie. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not. I let Motiva call me Rosie. My name is Rosie Miffenbip was Fudlums. What's your name?
What? Is she talking to me?
Yeah, she's talking directly to you, Dove.
Oh, my name's Dove.
Right, Dove. So Dove, anybody snagged you yet for clubs?
Oh, are we doing this again? Quintilius has spoken that he very much wants to have me in
well, he's a fucking loser and acting is dumb. What if acting is more fun? Have you ever just like wanted to like pretend to be something that you're not and be around cool people? Because you can join my club for that.
I mean, I technically had that as a job with my family before I came here, I suppose.
See, so you already have a leg up. Do you want to join my guild?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Motiva's just gonna look over and she's a great salesman.
I am. I'm the best in the club.
Rosie just blinks back at herself,
Yeah.
and Dove just says, Motiva's very right. You don't even give me a chance to think about it. I would actually love an example of your club. Do you typically meet somewhere to practice?
Well, we go all over the place, kind of. Generally, in the beginning of the year, we like to be in the commons a lot, or in the quad in front of the biblioplex, because it kind of gives us a lot more visibility, so people know that we do stuff, and also it's more fun when there's an audience. But sometimes we do like prep in the lounge area of the biblioplex. So lately, that's where people have been hanging out, but it kind of goes all over the place, because we don't like staying in just one spot.
That's
We
why
kind
you
of just
couldn't
find a
find
place.
them.
We kind of just find a place. It's not like acting where you have to like have a stage or whatever. You can just play wherever you want.
Oh, and do you do it most days?
Oh, most days when we can get it together, costuming notwithstanding, there's a lot of setup, and then like there's like a lot of setup, and there's a lot of like rules and numbers and stuff. Cad's the one who does all the numbers, but you have to do all of that stuff too.
Dove will nod, and then at this point, we'll shift back to Dove, and they kind of go to brush back some of their hair.
Nice. She is still holding onto your hand, which now that you're taller is very funny because now her hand is like going all the way up and your hand is going all the way down.
Oh my god, I didn't realize she was still grabbing me.
Yeah, no, she's holding on to your hand.
You're held hostage.
Actually, because she's still holding my hand.
Yeah.
When Dove goes to shift back,
Do it.
yeah.
I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah, do it. Do it.
Dove will bring her hand up to their mouth and just go to kiss the knuckles and says, "Well, that sounds very lovely. I've been hearing wonderful things about all of the clubs. I would love to see one of your performances."
Oh, you're a flatterer. You lying to me?
No.
You see her kind of stare at you for a minute.
Dove is being legitimate, like.
No, I can believe it, but she's sussing you out a little bit, and she's like, "Okay, that's nice of you. You should play with us." Motiva, tell them how fun it was.
Motiva will actually speak up and say, "It was actually really fun. I have a friend that does stuff like this back at home, but I never really understood it until I tried. There's a bunch of numbers and stuff, but Kat is the one that usually keeps track of it.
Yeah, you don't have
so
to. You don't have
think
to know
about it.
anything. You don't have to have anything in your brain. You just have to act cool, and Cad keeps track of everything.
Be careful though, because she'll eat you.
I will. That's the name of the game. The name of the game is that I get people in my LARP guild, and then I get to eat them. No one can outrun me. I am too fast.
She really is. I'm glad to not meet you a second time by you knocking me over.
She just gives you a wink.
It was fun though. I would recommend it if how you described how your family works the way I imagine it. It's literally just this.
Was that to me?
Yes.
It was essentially like that. It was essentially being someone you were not to fulfill a fantasy, you could say. So scenarios and the like, yes.
Yeah, that's it. That's the name of the game. Well, it's not the name of the game. It's just what the game is. The name of the game is Beholders and Behears.
This is the club I am joining.
Would it be alright if I asked you? Actually, no, she's not a first year, is she?
No, she's wearing white and red.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Do you wanna play B&B with us in our roleplay guild? I love these NPCs. They're so funny.
Well, you should also talk to Phelan about joining. I think that she would be very good with numbers.
She's
She
really smart.
swivels her head over at you, Flynn. We could use more numbers.
She's really smart, Rosie. Get her, get her, get her, get her, get her.
She is up. If she
Those
was
are
any
great.
taller, she would be in your face. She is immediately in your space, Flynn.
Well, I'll chuckle a bit. And she says, I was intending on joining 2 other clubs for this semester at the very least, but it is something I want to try.
You should come play
I am very
D&D
good
with
with
us.
numbers.
Don't have to join, you could just play.
Well,
Well, then I would love to.
it is a bit of a time sink, but like if you could find us and like you have your character and stuff already set up, then like that's also fine.
Huh.
Phelan,
What's
clubs are you- Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, what? No, go ahead.
Oh, Dev was just gonna ask what clubs you were going to join, but you can do your thing first.
Oh, I forgot what I was gonna do.
Oh no.
It's okay. Roland will just answer and say, the Mages of Faith, and I was actually looking to try out for the cheer squad.
I see.
It is. I am not one to typically be physically inclined, but one of the main reasons I came here was to have new experiences, and it would definitely be a new experience. And the bit that I participated in was really fun.
No, it's okay. I got it. Xanther got you first. It's fine. I get it.
Does he
I
do
will
that a
come to you
lot?
next.
He
though.
gets everyone first all the time because he's so nice and he's cool and he shows off all the time. Everybody joins the cheer squad because it's cooler than the LARP guild, but we're cooler.
Well, Rosie, can I ask you a question?
What?
Are you only in the LARP guild?
Yeah, because I have a job.
Ooh, what's your job?
Oh, I'm the ref over on the fields. I ref sport games.
Don't let River meet you.
Well, if they play sports, they're gonna meet me.
No.
Better watch out. I catch
Oh.
all the what do you call?
fouls?
There we go. Yeah.
Is that
You're
why
very,
you're
very
always running
fast.
around?
You gotta keep you're on your toes. Sorry, what'd you say, Fullen?
Phil just said, like, yes, you are very fast.
Yeah.
Don't worry though, I will more likely than not be joining you eventually.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that. These first 2 weeks are really sparse, so you gotta find Cat and make your character, and then you can play. You gotta remember.
Will nod. Who is Cat and where might I find them?
Cat's Quandrix, so he's over there sometimes, but he's mostly doing guild stuff. Well, and then he also does art stuff, so I guess he also does his other club, but he spends more time with us.
Be sure to meet with him when I can then.
Yeah, you she knows what he looks like, and she points at Motiva.
Motiva waves.
Yeah, if you go over in Quandrix, go find him.
Well, we
Hey,
got
Rosie.
campus tour, so that works out.
Cool,
Yes.
awesome, nice. You got. I'm gonna check to make sure you guys did your homework. And she starts like stepping away but making direct eye contact. She's like, but I gotta go. And then she like runs off and starts like skidding down a really small path going back down the chasm.
Dev calls after her. It was lovely to meet you.
You feel it, you hear it echo
Hey,
for a bit.
please!
Sorry, it's up. What? Oh, be safe.
Yeah.
Save your pity for the weak. And she's gone.
I love her.
Motiva just smiles and looks over. Please, please, please let them see what she looks like.
Oh my god, I was so excited. I was in the euphoria of playing Rosie. I forgot to show you what Rosie looks like.
She's insane. I love her. Motiva smiles and looks over and says, "That's Rosie."
Oh my gosh.
She is just a gnome. Her name is also really long, so I'm gonna give it to you because it's really fun. I love how long it is.
Yay.
It's under students and under book students. I love gnome names. They're so funny. Sorry, go ahead.
Dove just says, she was very charming in her own way. I loved her energy.
It's really infectious.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you guys have had your encounter. You guys also technically have a chance if you want to like walk around and like I can describe some buildings, but that's probably all we're gonna do for the session unless you guys want to talk some more.
Oh yeah. So you're gonna join the LARP club, right?
Unfortunately,
Eventually, yes.
I can't give an answer. It's the second day. I'm not familiar with any of the clubs, technically.
But I'm in it, and I could let you use one of my costumes.
Ooh.
Well,
I
even if I go ahead.
no, you first. I just have a comment that's out of character.
Even if I don't join, I would like to join in one of the games. I just want to see it in practice first.
Mhm.
Nice. Mackenzie, I hope you and Dove like that people are very aggressive in recruiting your shape-changing abilities.
It keeps happening to me.
Dove shows shape-changing, 5 different people grip.
I want you.
You.
You grabs you like a squeaky toy.
Can you pause the game real quick? I have to pee.
Yeah, I'll
Oh,
pause.
so
Unpaused, commence, chit chat.
She's a box of rocks.
Oh,
Excuse me.
Phelan, you were going to explain the founders as we went to every campus, right?
Yes, I was just about to ask if you wanted to hear about this one.
Of course.
Please.
So, uh, yes. So for Lorehold, it was founded by, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce
Sarah.
Oh, Sarah, you're a robot. Oh no.
this right. Velomachus?
Oh yeah, Velomachus.
Velomachus? Oh, hello?
Velomachus. Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh, we're losing them. I'm gonna pause.
Nice. Velomachus Lorehold was a master of white and red, the magic of order and chaos, the flow and prediction of events through time. Her magic encourages exploration and discovery through the lens of creating a direct conduit to the past. She founded Lorehold College to ensure that mortals would never forget the lessons of the past.
Oh, we love a girl boss.
We do love a girl boss.
That would explain the dirt.
Yeah.
It would explain why it looks almost like an excavation site, almost. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Archaeology is a major here,
Hmm.
as well as philosophy,
Ah.
which I found out forcefully because I thought that would be Silverquill. But yeah.
It's
this
interesting
is-
that Rosie is in this campus. I wonder what she's majoring in.
I wanted to ask her that before she left, but I feel like that's a question for later. But
She
I don't
did
know.
move very fast.
Well, the problem is I don't think I'll catch her anytime not being fast.
I think you'll just have to interject her conversations, unfortunately.
Maybe. Probably.
Does anyone know of any specific locations to visit here? This is one of the ones where I don't really know where anything is here.
I am in the same boat. I do
Yeah,
not know
me
much.
too. Lorhold is the one I know the least about. Maybe I should have cornered Rosie. Ooh. She's gone, though.
Oh yeah, she's been gone, besties.
Hmm.
Should we maybe climb down and see what there is to see down there?
Oh, I was going to say we can just grab a poor second, third, or fourth year. That's what I've been doing the entire time.
Why don't you try exploring?
Okay, okay, omniscient God.
Oh, hello, God. Yes, you're so right. Yes, let's just go exploring.
Thank you. I hate having to come up with students on the spot.
No, it's okay.
uh, okay, so the things of note here are, of course, the big bridge that you're currently standing right next to. Um, it has these sort of huge marble statues, and as you kind of pass by them, each one has a sort of plaque underneath it denoting like their name and what they were. Um, and it can include historic figures, past professors, prominent mage students, as well as war heroes and heads of state. Uh, and as you go to start winding down the chasm, which you said it was what you wanted to do to explore.
If everyone else is okay with that, I was just thinking, yeah, it seems like the chasm is like the biggest thing
Yeah,
Yeah.
here.
there is also the really big building at the end of the bridge, which is in the picture I showed you.
Oh, I thought we came out of that. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm sure we could make our way over to it.
Which way do you guys want to go?
Uh, I will say I think Phelan would be hesitant for climbing down.
That's fair, bestie. It looks not super stable.
Motiba will outright say, I cannot do that right now. And this is me, Ash, saying, I have disadvantage on things. I literally have a level of exhaustion.
You got like exhaustion.
Yeah,
Yes.
exhausted.
Yes. Okay.
So if it's okay, Mackenzie, I'd like to try the tower because I am too scared of fucking up a dex saving throw and dying.
No, that's okay. Yeah, we can just go to the tower then.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Uh, it is basically this big multi-tiered building built on the edge of the cliffside. As you kind of go to walk inside, you see that it actually is a large hall with lots of people coming and going, milling about. There's multiple levels. As you can see, there's this sort of big open atrium, and taking up the space is a another stone statue, this time bigger than the ones on the bridge. Um, and it has a plaque that says that it is a person by the name of Magister Kolema. And that is the only thing of note here. But give me 1 second. Gonna see if there's a visual I can give you really quick. Because this place does have a map. Oh, very interesting. So the ceiling is domed and it's 200 feet above you. This place is very big.
Why the fuck does everything in this school gotta be so goddamn big?
Fucking Jahijik.
Very big.
Slaps Strix. This university can fit so many goddamn students in it.
It's true. Okay, so the statue specifically is holding an open book in one hand and a staff in the other. And it is tall enough to be seen from every floor. So I assume that this is a at least 100-foot statue. Yeah, and that is what this area looks like. And as you guys kind of go to continue wandering, you find a little sign, sort of I wouldn't say taped on, but it looks like a recently added sign that seemed to have been like handmade. And it sits a little crooked on the hall that it's on, and it says Relic Pawn Shop. And as yeah, Relic Pawn Shop. And I will tell you, as you guys continue to wander around, that there is nothing particularly big of note in the chasm because it seems to be all a part of one big complex. So it seems like the whole thing is just a part of its own situation.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Where do students even sleep? Where are the dorms?
Do you want to
Everyone
ask?
sleeps in the dirt.
I'll say that you can ask somebody if you want. I just won't have it be a role-played interaction.
No, it's okay. Motiva will straight up just ask, where do the students sleep?
Over in Pillar Drop. Which, if you ask what Pillar Drop is, that is the name of the chasm. Pillar Drop as an entire complex has not only dorm rooms, it has ruins, upgraded halls, research labs, teaching facilities. And the person explaining it would also say that it's because all of Lorehold College is excavated buildings repurposed for Lorehold College.
That's cool.
It's really fucking cool.
Shit.
Yeah, and then the person would explain that since they're excavated rooms, it means that Lorehold is the only campus that has not consistent dorm rooms. Basically, they just put as many beds in a room that can fit, like realistically. So some people who come to Lorehold College will have a solo room, or some will have 2 beds to a room, and some can have as many as 5 or 6. Because it depends on the room that's excavated as it was.
Yeah, like the room size.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Damn.
Lorehold's really cool.
Shit.
Shit.
Fuck.
You know, I was thinking about Quandrix earlier, but like,
Lorehold's really
damn.
cool. But yeah, and then also since it's on the topic of like where people study, like some lecture halls are in Pillar Drop, but then some are also in this hall, which is called Kolema Hall, named after the person in the statue.
Who dat?
It is Magister Kolema was an innovator in the magical study of history and a wise monastic that served as one of the first professors at the school. Yeah, so the hall was named after him.
What the fuck? I thought Lorehold was gonna be like, okay, this is cool as fuck. What?
Yes. Yes. Do you guys want to go to the relic pawn shop really quick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you go to the relic pawn shop, and it's in again a situation of like, since it's in Kolema Hall, it's in its own room that's not excavated, but it's this pretty wide room. And Motiva, you would see that it's set up similarly to how a pawn shop would be set up like on Earth, where a lot of things are kind of behind glass or on a back shelf, and there's a big like sort of I don't want to like a shelf or a bar situation keeping you from the things. And behind it is a relatively below average height man. He is Sorry, I have to get the description. Okay. He has gray skin with freckles and brownish gray hair. That's sort of braided and messily pulled back from his face. And he has sort of a toned physique. And he sees you all come in. You're the only people who are in this room. He gives a big grin and he sort of belts out a welcome. What can I help you with?
Oh Jesus! Oh fuck! Oh God!
Got any cool finds?
Uh,
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 no, though, we were curious to see inside your shop.
I guess it would make sense you don't have anything. Like, you guys are first years. Didn't even look. Yeah, so this is the Relic Pawn Shop. And you see he kind of goes to start gesturing at things and he says, well, if you want the lowdown, uh this is where you come to sell things you find on digs and excavations and that sort of thing. You also can buy anything on sale here, but a lot of people just come to sell their things.
hmm.
And the sorts of things that you see are, here is a little stock list of things that you can very apparently see on sale here. And I will also say that there are things like uh, just like trinkets, like cool items that don't have any real value but are neat. Um, and this is sort of a little stock list of other things you can buy specifically at this shop. Yes.
Nice.
Rules.
Tools.
Tools.
And he kind of just like stands there, like expectantly smiling at you as you guys kind of look around.
I'm gonna look around at some of the trinkets.
Nice. I don't have a list prepared for the trinkets, but if there's a trinket you would like, or I can roll on
Ooh.
some trinket lists.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to get a random one.
Yeah, hold on. I'll roll on like one. I don't know if I want to do a whole bunch of them, but basically,
Yeah.
yeah. But basically there are some places that sell things that are like eclectic. So if there's something you're looking for, that would be something that you think would be excavated from a cool ruin, you can find it here.
Ooh. Ooh.
I will roll on a table really quick for this single one though. Yeah, so you see as you kind of look around, something of interest that catches your eye is sort of a small box that looks to be made out of like tin. And it has some engraving on it, but whatever it must have been was worn away. But it looks like it has the ability to open, but you can't open it because it's under glass.
So I'll point to it and say, how much is this one?
Oh, that one would be, just let me look. There's a list in here somewhere. One CP. It's a music box. Well, It doesn't work right now, but it has the potential to be a working music box if you're crafty.
I'm not crafty, but I'm sure I'll find someone. I'm just gonna put down one CP.
Yeah, of course. And he takes it out of its little glass case and puts it in front of you. And he says, I hope it makes you happy to have it. I think it's very cool.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Yeah. If you're if you're curious, and he like goes to seem hesitant, but then he goes off into this long spiel of like exactly where it was found in Pillar Drop, and what they think the room was. Which they think it was a bedroom as a part of like a household. Like they think the sequence of rooms nearby was specifically like personal apartments, essentially.
Ooh.
And he goes on like this long situation, talking about it. He seems very into talking about all the items here.
Is that rapt attention?
Delicious.
Motiva will pip up and say, "Do you know a lot of deity stuff?"
Oh yeah, religion is a major here. It wasn't like my major, but like you learn a bit about it, especially about the ones that were a lot of the ones that people think were worshipped here specifically, like in the ruins before it became Lorehold.
Motiva is going to take off her necklace and say, "Do you think you can guess anything out of this?"
Oh, oh, oh! Can I see it? Can I hold it?
Sure, just don't break it.
Yeah. And he goes to take it. And feel free to describe this necklace to your friends if you want, as he kind of shuffles through these symbols, trying to figure it out.
Motiva will take off a necklace, and it is a necklace of little kind of metal beads with a lot of shapes that are very archaic looking.
Mm.
Uh, Motiva will shrug and say, "I found it in an attic, and I'm not sure if you'll know anything, but take a try."
No, it's completely fine. I'm here for appraising and stuff, so like I can always. I don't mind. I love looking at cool stuff. What are you talking about? And he kind of goes to thumb through it and look over it. And he sort of gives a bit of a shrug and says, I can't really parse any of these, unfortunately, but uh, again, I'm not really like I don't have a focus in religion and stuff. Uh, you didn't find it here, did you?
No, but I was hoping you'd be able to discern what certain symbols meant.
Oh no, that's fair. I probably would have been if it was like a like deities that were worshipped in like Cara Dune or like Xanthafar. Because I only really know enough to be able to appraise stuff uh here and in places that I focus in. But like, uh, good luck trying to find out. This is the right
Thank
place to
you.
be. He hands it
It
back to
is,
you.
isn't it? I put it back on.
Yeah.
If you guys want, I can show you what the symbols are.
Yar. As you're doing that, Motiva, something interesting is something you notice. As you're talking to this man, uh, you kind of recognize him a little bit because he is the person you saw talking to Nim in the tavern the night before.
Motiva's gonna point.
Ah?
Ah,
He
I've
points at
seen you
himself.
before. Yeah, you. I've seen you before. You were speaking to Nim.
Oh yeah, you know Nim?
They made my medicine, and I wanted to ask them a couple of questions. Are you friends?
Yeah, we were roommates in our first year, so we've been kind of. I feel like it's really common to be like friends with your first roommates because you kind of are stuck with each other for a year. So I go and like harass them sometimes, and we hang out.
Motiva will smile and say, "What's your name?"
Adon Kai.
How do you spell whale?
I'm spelling it instantly.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love these symbols.
Motiva will give hand and say, "My name is Motiva. It's very nice to meet you."
Yeah, nice to meet you too. I hope you guys are ready for a whirlwind of a time.
I'm very excited.
A lot of people, well, I say a lot of people, but also myself. I feel like my time at Strixhaven was really formative, so I always feel really excited seeing first years. You're right at the beginning of it.
I'm excited to see what it takes us.
The very beginning, yeah. Motiva's gonna look at Dove. You want anything?
Yes, I will take a random trinket.
Okay, I will go.
Trinket time.
Trinket time, trinket time. I'm glad I kept this open.
Oh. Oh, hello.
Yeah, so the trinket that you find, Dove, as you're kind of looking around that kind of catches your eye, is, it looks to be, like a bone, like you would maybe guesstimate like a leg bone. And it has sort of, this script on it, that's inscribed like all over it. And upon closer inspection, sorry, I'm checking something. Yeah, you wouldn't know the language that's on it, but it looks to be like a script of some sort along this bone.
Can I look at it?
Yes, you can look at it, and I know you do not know the language either.
Well, I tried. I
I'm sorry.
tried, Mackenzie.
It's a really specific one, I'm sorry.
Wait, can I look at it?
You can look at it, you do not know.
Damn it.
Dove will point at it and say, excuse me, what exactly does this say?
Oh, yeah, so it's actually a story. It's in Loxodon, right? Because we found it when we discovered the ruins of Xantifar last year. Uh, it's interesting, but it wasn't interesting enough to be like put on display or like kept for, historic purposes. But it's essentially, if I recall what was told to me, it's sort of like a myth, like a piece of folklore written on it. It's very interesting actually because we just found Xantifar again, and he goes off on this spiel about how like Loxodons on Arcavios are nomadic, but they didn't used to be nomadic, and they used to have this city that they lived in, which they found out is actually part of it is here on Lorehold campus because they found it again. And he basically goes on a big spiel about that is just a story from a bygone era.
You want the bone, son?
You want a bone?
No,
What
I
if
don't think I'm
bow?
actually going to buy the bow.
That's okay. It is a bone, and you don't know the language. But it is cool. Yeah. It's getting a bit late, so if you guys have any more questions for Adonkai, or if you want to talk to each other for a little bit longer, then you technically can, but we should probably be wrapping up soon.
I don't have anything.
Yeah.
I did not expect this to go for so long. I'm so
didn't.
sorry.
I feel really bad.
I'm having a great time. I am just at a moment where my brain is not conjuring up any topics.
No,
to
that's
speak.
okay. I think this is a good time to stop. So I think, unless Dove, you have anything.
No, I'm okay.
Okay, so I think since you guys have gotten a nice run of Lorehold, I will just say that you guys find your way back to the teleportation room, and you'll be on your way to Quandrix when the story starts tomorrow.
Woo!
I'm
Yay!
sorry, everybody.
No, don't apologize.
I must stop
This was
recording.
fun.